But as far as the games go, minus the Michael Jordan trash. But
let's start with the Rockets game first,
man,
because that was a double overtime thriller.
That was a good opener. That was a good opener, brother. I was a little nervous. I figured that, and you saw the chemistry woes with Houston, right? But even with that, and then OKC not having their number 2, it still made for a good game. Rockets was able to stay. Sengun had a sensational game. KD poured in an additional 23. You know what I'm saying? The game was just but you know what?
Houston should have won that game.
They should have.
We not gonna let your boy KD off the hook. We not let your boy KD off the hook.
That boy definitely called timeout. That boy definitely called timeout.
Even before the timeout, he missed those free throws.
He missed the free throw,
and that's when they should have won.
And
he got cooked up by SGA.
Even more so than they could have got the win with that free throw. I could have hit my parlay with that free throw. But see where
you went with that? You went to the gambling.
I would lead that B. KD, when I see you, we gonna have words. Just work on your free throws, brother.
This comment on the screen right here. This is how you shut somebody down. That's biased. He said KD with only 23 is despicable. I'm gonna ask you a question. I don't even know who his favorite player is, but I'm just gonna ask him a question. Is Nikola Jokic with 21 last night despicable? Like, because I'm trying to figure out, like, so Aaron Gordon was on a heater and went for 50. When somebody's on a heater like that,
you let him go.
Even if you're the best player, it's not your turn to say, let me slow him down so I can get me. You ride with that. So Sengun was on a heater just like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what was KD supposed to do? Say, Sengun, I need to take the ball out of your hand so I can make sure I get 30. So somebody cannot say I'm despicable. So Lone Soldier, real question. Is the 21 points you seen Jokic get last night despicable?
Listen, Amen Thompson took more 3-point attempts and more shots overall than Kevin Durant in that game. That's not acceptable. You're not going to get it done. Kevin Durant's there to score the basketball and to take shots. He just came out and said that defense is easy. All you got to do is bend your knees and slide your feet. I'm here to make shots. My man, and you have to make shots, dude. You can't be getting outshot by Amen Thompson. You have to be aggressive. Kevin Durant needs to have that mindset. That's all they need him to do on this team. They have guys that can defend. They got guys that can rebound. He has to be a leader and knock down shots. 23 points is not enough. You're absolutely right, man. I get that point. You're right. Sengun was balling out. He was doing his thing. He was playing his game. But Kevin Durant can't just sit back and let Amen Thompson went 0 for 7 from 3-point range. In the same game, Lou Dort went 0 for 8. Who are these guys who think that they can shoot threes like that? Get your ass in the paint.
Well, let me push back to that real quick. Like I get you 100%. I hear you, but again, we gotta respect the heater, right? So Jokic, like we saw it with Aaron Gordon, KD.
Gordon went for 50, guys. Sengun went for 33. It's not the same thing.
Sengun went for 39.
Okay, is that 50? Is that 50? Aaron Gordon hit 10 for 11 threes, guys. It ain't the same thing as Sengun. I watched the entire second half, man. Kevin Durant should have been more aggressive. Look at his second half numbers. He disappeared the entire second half, Durant.
He didn't disappear. I'm gonna tell you what happened. They took the ball out of his hand. Reed Shepherd. That's coaching. That's coaching. But and hopefully we get into it when we get to the next time. We're gonna start in 5. But KD said that he plays whatever role he's needed to play. When we was talking about the bus driver comment that Charles had made back then, he was like, I put the gas in the bus. I was the gas. I was the driver. I rode in the back. I'm the axles. I'm the wheels. I'm whatever you need me to be. And that's how he plays his game. He even said his style of leadership. I'm not always the guy that's, rah, follow me. He's like, sometimes I need to be led too. It's whatever is needed in the moment. That's who I'm going to be. So in that time, right, I feel like he showed up when he felt like he needed to be that guy. When he seen that Sengun was hooping, he was hooping. Also, we forget he got in foul trouble and ended up fouling out. And also in late regulation and overtime, they took the ball out of his hand. It was more Reed Shepherd to Sengun. It was more, kind of that way because of the foul trouble. They were just kind of like, and then they had Lou Dort playing defense on him, it was a little difficult for KD to really, although KD in the second half started getting to his spot, it was looking easy. That's coaching. But that again, that comes with, this is the first game, the first live action, right? All that's going to come with building this chemistry. It's game 1 of 82. Got to give them time. And the fact that it was like that and they lost by 1 in double overtime is very impressive to me.
You just said that OKC didn't have their second best player. Come on, man. Y'all not going to give KD no smoke for that. The man, listen, it wasn't 1 or 2 blunders. The man called timeout. He called it so aggressively that Sengun came over and tried to tackle him and stop him from calling timeout. That's how bad it was. And when you talk about the shots and, the coaching, we're blaming the coaching. Kevin Durant is a basketball god. He's told us. Kevin Durant, they'll tell me, is the most skilled offensive player. If that's the case, then you have to be going out there. Like I mentioned, I watched the entire second half in double overtime. That man disappeared down the stretch. And when you talk about the foul trouble, that's on Kevin Durant because he's the one telling us defense is easy. Defense is not easy. Everyone knows defense ain't easy. That's why these dudes don't want to play defense. So when you're in that moment, you're one-on-one on an island with SGA, and you get put on skates, and then you leave your feet. Once again, Kevin Durant's a 17, 18-year veteran. Why are you leaving your feet in that moment, man? This is a low IQ moment from Kevin Durant. So you combine all of those, along with the missed free throw that you mentioned at the end of the fourth quarter, which allowed them to come down and tie the game up. This man was, I don't even know what you want to say. He was stumbling and bumbling out there.
Yeah, so here's and I was critiquing Kevin Durant from the first quarter all the way to the fourth in our group chat. So Chris already heard all my critique about Kevin Durant. I was giving him major smoke the whole game. All right. So what I don't like about Kevin Durant and what I'm starting to see as a trend ever since he's been in Phoenix, right? So the same issues Phoenix had last year, I just seen with the Rockets, except for the defensive part. The defense was a lot better than what I seen in Phoenix, but the same stagnation on offense and the buckets being very hard. Like, man, how come Houston not getting easy buckets? Like Kevin Durant is such a good scorer. How come it look, it ain't even the point. That's part of it. But I'm just talking about with Kevin Durant, he's fell into the trap, which he wasn't in that trap in Golden State or in OKC. But now that he's gotten older since Phoenix, he's fell into the trap where he wants to create his offense from the top of the key with the ball in his hand, like Luka, LeBron, and Harden, and SGA, and all those. And he just not built to do it at 7 foot with that long and that smaller frame. Because once them little guards like Dort get up under you, and the rest are letting you, they all in your hip pocket, pushing you and dribble, and you 7 foot, and the ball got to travel from here to the ground on a frail body that can be pushed around while you trying to dribble and get to the hole. It's too easy to push you off your path if the ref's not going to help you out with the whistle. So that's why Kevin Durant gets so many turnovers and it just looked bad because he's trying to initiate the offense from dribble drive from the top of the key and with screens. That's not his game. He's got to figure out some other stuff. And then when he don't do the dribble drive, he go in the post, which is good. But when he go in the post, he only, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, if he's in the post, it's going to be the fadeaway.
Fadeaway.
Every single time. There's never an up and under. There's never trying to get into the dude's chest before you do something. Like, you're never tricking him. It's always a fadeaway, which is hard for him not to do because at 7 foot, I can easily shoot under you. Why would I want to go up and under when I'm already at 7 foot? I mean, Dirk, went over you at 7 foot a lot as well. So I understand the thought process, but you got to also understand you can never go in the post with a mouse in the house and never make him pay and punish him, because if you're fading away, you're never going to get him in foul trouble. You're never going to give him a different look other than fade away. So that's his game. Dribble drive, pull up from the mid, or post, fade away, and he don't have nothing else to his game, which he does, but he's not using it. Right. So Kevin Durant has to reinvent his whole game and thought process and watch more Kobe and Mike. And he just got to get out of his thought process that he can just shoot over everybody and fade away in the post. Do something else.
37, I don't know how that's going to happen, but if he's going to be willing to do that. But let me ask you guys something. Being that he is the OG or the vet, the big time vet on this younger Houston Rockets team, what do you guys think his role will be? I understand he's a high paid player in this league and things like that, but For this particular young team, what do you think his role will be or should be?
I mean, he like Robin said, he's a hired gun. He's a scorer. So what I would like, number one, his role to be is I would like to see him empty his clip when they need it. I don't want to see a close game where you're going head to head with the MVP and the champion, and in the fourth quarter the ball is in his hand and he's making plays, but in the fourth quarter you can't get a shot off. I watched Steph last night. He was able to get shots off in a crucial game and they pulled out a win, right? You know, so Kevin Durant is a great scorer, probably greater than some of them dudes, but he's not emptying his clip because I don't know if his goal is to score but shoot 60% all the time. But like, dude, you don't have to be a fit. Like Kobe was a 44%.
You're right, Mel.
Yeah, it's like he's thinking about how high his shooting percentage is, and he's not emptying his clip out. Empty your fucking clip out.
No, Mel, man, that is outstanding point, man. That's one of my problems with Kevin Durant. I love Kevin Durant, man. The dude can ball, man. I've always said Kevin Durant, that dude can make shots, man. You need a shot, man. Kevin Durant can make it, man. We all understand. But my problem has been his mentality, his mindset. He doesn't have the Allen Iverson mindset. He don't have the Kobe Bryant mindset. He don't have the Michael Jordan mindset. But like you said, he's just going to go out there and, damn it, if I got to shoot 40% but win the game, I'm going to shoot 40%. I'm going to miss some of these shots, but I'm going to go out there and be aggressive. Like you mentioned, I'm going to go out there, take it to the rack. I'm going to hit him with something different, man. I'm going to keep doing this because that's what he needs to do. Brittany, you asked the question, and I think, like Mel was talking about, he needs to be the guy to make the shots, but he needs to be the guy to make the shots when it counts. He needs to be the clutch time performer for the Houston Rockets, and he needs to be their leader. That's all he needs to do on this team. I mean, look at their lineup, man. Yo, he was out there, the starting lineup. When you got Amen Thompson, this dude could do all kinds of things out there on the basketball court, man. He can offensive rebound and affect the game that way. He can get on the break. We all see what he can do on the defensive end. You got Steven Adams out there on the court, man. I forgot they had Steven Adams until I saw him out there opening night. That dude is big. He gets in the way, man. He can set good screens. He can do a lot of things, like I said, without needing the ball in his hands. You don't got to give that man the ball. You don't got to do nothing for Steven Adams, man. Yo, Steven Adams just go out there. There's the Jabari out there. Jabari Smith Jr. out there doing his thing, man. So when you're talking about the young talent, and like I said, and you mentioned, you know, what they need him to do. Yo, he all he had to do is be a clutch type performer and be a leader for them. And he wasn't clutch in that opening night game.
I mean, he wasn't horrible. I wasn't mad.
He wasn't horrible. He wasn't clutch, though.
I wasn't mad,
SGA
but I expected more from him, and I don't want to keep going into games that they lose, and I'm saying I expected more from Kevin Durant because he didn't disappoint like that at OKC. He didn't disappoint like that at Golden State. He didn't disappoint like that at Brooklyn. It's just something about leaving Brooklyn and going to Phoenix and playing with Booker, where I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
So you mentioned OKC, Golden State, and Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn was the last time, and this is gonna kill me to say it. This is gonna kill me to say it. But Brooklyn was the last time where Kevin Durant, I feel like, wanted the control, wanted to be the guy, wanted to be the alpha. I think after Brooklyn, he felt like that he had done enough. And once he got on with Booker, you know, the younger guy, the one before he got over there. And then, you know, now in Houston, you know what I'm saying? He's seeing what Sengun can do, seeing what Thompson can be. Right now, he knows, you know, yeah, I can still be Kevin Durant, right? We know that Kevin Durant is going to be Kevin Durant. But at the same time, I feel like he is trying to give way to these younger players and making it feel like, hey, just because my name is KD, just because I am who I am, should not subtract from who you are. I'm gonna let
and that might be his way, and that might be Sengun. Yeah, that might be his way of making everybody feel more comfortable. But you know, when it's not working, that's when you got to adjust. And I
think we would. And
but we don't know if it's not going to work or not. It's been one game.
Exactly. And even though they lost that one game, the one game was close, right? So of course,
again, they should have won.
They should have won. And the defense looks good. And Amen Thompson and Reed Shepherd didn't look comfortable, and they still were in the game because the defense was there. Now they had a rebound, they had a size advantage, so they should have had a rebounding advantage, but which they did early on. But something happened later where they wasn't getting the offensive rebounds.
Steven
as
Adams
much
was
as they-
tired, and you could see it, and which is why I don't
Yeah.
like them running a
Yeah,
double big lineup.
No,
Like
I'm fine. I'm fine with it. It's just that all that good defense they played, they could have went up double digits and stayed up double digits if the offense was there. And they didn't. The offense just wasn't fluent. It wasn't good. I don't know how they were still in that game.
Yeah,
You know, like they should have.
But-
You know, it was the defense really.
but I'll say this. Like I said, game 1 of 82, right? It's a long season, and adjustments will be made, right? But I feel like Kevin Durant is in that passing of the torch phase. He's just like, hey, I seen it in the comments. His mentality, we know this. All KD wants to do is just hoop. You just put a ball in his hand and put him on the court. All he wants to do is hoop, right? But I think that if what they're doing is not working, after a while, you'll see more of a, all right, listen, I don't like the direction this is headed. Put the ball in my hands. Let me actually run the team. Let me do this.
I don't want that from Kevin Durant. Like that's his issue. He's playing like this new era, and that's not his game. He should not be 7 foot at the middle of the floor asking for a screen. Kevin Durant don't even need a screen. Like Luka is not going to blow by nobody one-on-one. LeBron can, but he need a run and start, which means he need a screen. You know what I mean? Like KD is not even that type of player where let's do high screen and roll and let me make play. No, that's not his game. He don't need the ball at the top to keep playing like LeBron and Luka. That's his mistake. That's why he's not looking as strong and good as he normally would. With the last time we seen Kevin Durant look very, very powerful and unstoppable was Brooklyn, when James Harden was running the offense and Curry was on the other side and KD was on the other side. He looked unbelievable and unstoppable, right? I already don't like the style of spread offense, high screen and roll with your best player. And I like it a lot less with a 7-footer that's as small and thin, frail as Kevin Durant. That's just not his game.